Hello, my name's Vivienne Parry. I'm a science writer and broadcaster, and I've been asked by EAU to give you some hints and tips about presenting. Now, the first thing I have to say to you is congratulations, because if you're watching this, you've probably had your abstract accepted. And if it's your first time at a major congress, and EAU is one of the best, it's the beginning of something very special. So let's try and help you make it as best as it can be. I'm going to organise this into three sections. The first is about the content, and the second is about the slides, and the third is about you. So let's think about organising your content first. I want you to do something that you might think is a bit strange. I want you to begin at the end. This is a really useful tip. And on your end slide, you should have no more than 3 points. Those are the things that you want your audience to remember above all else. It might be a key result, it might be what's to do next, or what comes next, but those are the really important takeaways. Only when you've done that can you go back to the beginning and start constructing your presentation. Now, you need to tell a story. There's a reason why storytelling has persisted for millennia as the most important way to convey information. It really works as a method of communication. You need to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. We've already talked about the end. The beginning should be the background. Why did you do this piece of research? Why is it important now? What is the unmet need? What has intrigued you to start this? Those are all really important things to set the context and hence the understanding of your research. The second thing is about your methodology. Please make that short. Do not linger. Do not give every last bit and detail. Just try and get it into as concise a form as you can. The major part of your presentation should be about your results. And that final slide is the takeaway. I'm going to say this once, but I'm going to say it several times more. Less is more. When you're putting your presentation together, it will be far too long at first. Cut it by half, and then cut it again. Really, people are bombarded with information at congresses, and you will attract more attention by having less than you will by having more. The next thing I need to say is that it's not about you, it's about the audience. I expect that really all of us do this to some extent, is that when we write slides, we write them as a way of remembering what we've got to say, as a sort of script. When actually what we should be doing is thinking, what is it that our audience wants to hear? Now, some of them will have lots of knowledge and be almost as knowledgeable as you are on this particular subject, but most of them will not be, and it's the most of them that you want to reach, not the few. Why is that? Because one of the great things about congresses is that it starts up conversations and networks, and you don't want to exclude people who have different skills and disciplines, who come from different parts of the world, that actually may be very important to you in developing your work further. And the final thing I'm going to say to you is you've got to leave them wanting more. Please don't put everything into your slides because you think that that will make it somehow complete. What you want to do is get your audience to think, that is so interesting, I must go and talk to this person. That's what you want to do, because that's the beginning of your networks that are so important to both your career and to your future research. That's it for organising your content.